Well, is your financial strategy falling apart? Even if you've got a top tier money manager or a brilliant tax strategist or even a seasoned attorney, we want to explain why that may be the case. Hi, this is Jeff Hammer. People use their finances in alignment with their goals to build a life of impact. And I want you to know that you nailed it. We've seen with much of the financial planning in our industry that it takes a siloed, unintegrated approach. One may have a great money manager, a solid tax strategy, or skilled legal advice, but often they're not integrated. In the last few months, we've had to advise at least 10 customers that the talented professionals they had, they were engaged in siloed capacities and they were actually canceling each other out, even though they were doing good individual work. And the reason was they weren't operating in an integrated strategy. It's like piecing together the performance handling of a Lamborghini, the hauling capacity of a dump truck, and then the fuel efficiency of a Prius. All of those are good things, but when you put them together, they're not drivable. Let me give you another example. This reminds me of meeting a younger professional who is exploring the possibility of joining our team. And during our first conversation, I asked him, why do you want to pursue this as a career? Well, without hesitation, he said, I want to make a lot of money. It was a candid answer, but I wasn't satisfied, so I asked, why is this important to you? And he replied, I'd like to have financial independence. I pressed further, but why is that important? He paused and said, well, I'm getting married soon, and I'd love for my spouse to be able to stay home with my kids. Well, still I kept going, and I said, why is that important to you? And that's when we got to the heart of it. He stopped and paused, and honestly, he said, my mom was actually a single parent raising 3 kids. She worked 3 jobs, we barely saw her, and while we knew she was doing it all for us, what we really wanted was more time with her. And at that moment, I knew we had arrived at the real reason. It was never just about making more money. It was about healing something deeply personal, building the kind of life that he didn't have growing up, and then rewriting that story for the next generation. And you need to know your why. And this story reflects why I do what I do. Beneath every financial goal, there is a human one. When you understand that, the plan becomes a reflection of what matters most. And that's what makes us different. We bring the same perspective as a CEO to the table. We look top down at how all the pieces fit together and how they do that synergistically. Our team's path has spanned running small businesses, large 9-figure business units, IT organizations, multi-billion-dollar acquisition integrations, a consulting firm, as well as a wealth management firm for the last 15 years. And because we've run both at the operational and the strategic levels, we've been able to serve leaders in over 60 different industries. And since we've made similar decisions as they're making every day, it's not a theoretical planning exercise for us. We enjoy helping them find their next path forward, whether that's stabilization, expansion, or exit. So how about you? What is your why? Let me know in the comments. And at the end of the day, your financial life shouldn't feel like a juggling act. It should feel like a well-aligned plan that reflects what matters most to you. Because behind every investment, every strategy, every goal, there is a person, there's a story, there's a why. And when we bring all the pieces together, your purpose, your values, your vision, we're not just building wealth. So thanks so much for spending your time with me today. And I'm Jeff Hammer, and I'm here to help you align your finances with your purpose so you can build a life of impact. Until next time, take care.